All right. Now, let's see who's going to be engaging in our recap. All right, Scott, if you would not mind recounting for us the events of last session.
I believe I can manage that.
To the best of your recollection.
So, last session, you fucked with us quite a bit. Which is to say that we made our way back into the unsafe sections of the asylum.
That's safe is such a subjective term, Scott.
I'm aware, but we made our way back into the main hall of the asylum and began debating where to go from there. While we were doing so, we noted blood that wasn't there before. And after a brief investigation, we discovered that the ratling were missing and that one of them was dead in their nest and looked rather desiccated. So we decided to back out. We took a bit of a closer look around there, and somebody noticed that a little bit of the blood that wasn't there before had been smudged ever so slightly, as if somebody had just barely accidentally scraped it with their foot. We headed east down the hall and investigated the doors there. Found a collapsed hall, if I remember correctly, and a door that led outside where there was something winged in the darkness and in the mist that Ken heard, and we decided, nope, we shouldn't fuck with that right now.
We heard a variety of unsettling noises within the mist.
Yes.
One of those indeed
So we decided to back up, which is when we heard a door close. The door in question turned out to be the door to the room with the dead bodies, the ones with the bags over their heads. And after a brief investigation in there, and some attempts to intimidate our invisible quarry, we were besieged by a poltergeist, which very nearly killed Azuma by throwing one of the desks into her. We were able to escape, and it doesn't seem to be capable of exerting much influence outside of that room, as it did not bother us once we had left. And from there we decided to finally follow my advice and head further north. So north we went, where we discovered the other two ratlings in not such a good situation. What were the words that one of them had been used as a paintbrush to create again?
It came.
Yes. So something came and killed the ratlings in the process. And we, after spending some time looking around there, continued north. And, well, we noticed several signs of passage for creature or creatures, and we decided to follow the signs, which led us to the room that we are in now. We investigated the closet in the corner, where we found a dead body folded in half and shoved into one of the shelves, and a bunch of pickled body parts. One of the jars fell out of the closet, smashing over Ken's head, and then we realized that it didn't fall, and we felt the pickled punks.
Yes.
And they exploded, and it was nasty.
Very.
Literally exploded. It was gross. Boiling, popping, ew, gross, nasty, disgusting. Yeah.
That does basically sum up the entirety of the major details of the last session.
Azuma at first wanted one, decided she didn't later on. Probably a smart choice.
Definitely an intelligent reconsidering of choice of pets. You had also ended the session by finding several lab coats for doctors within the asylum.
And we all proceeded to take one and wear it.
Yes.
No, I proceeded to take a bunch and make you guys wear them. Don't act like it's voluntary.
I mean, it is for Ken. You said, "Here, wear this." He said, "Okay." No argument necessary.
So you now have matching costumes.
Yay!
To start off this session, I need everyone to roll me a D100, please.
100, you say? I win! So far. If we're going lowest, Scott wins. Otherwise. I win if it's golf. Scott wins if it's everything else.
Still need to see Steph's.
Ah!
Interesting. All right, let's continue on, shall we? You are in what I will re-describe the layout and general thing of the room. Appears to be once a conference room, mainly occupied by a once quite handsome wood conference table, which is now marred by the partially toppled southwest walls. The slime trail, mucus trail left by the pickled punks is still there, sort of beginning to slowly dry, but is not altogether pleasant. Yes, Ken, don't forget your rod.
Ha Azuma probably wouldn't be too happy if it did.
No, probably not. I'm gonna point at this door.
Renza, could you make a perception check for me, please? Never mind. Continue.
Okay. I've pointed, and if Azuma doesn't step up to the door, I'm gonna kind of motion with my head towards
Which
the door
door
while
were you
looking at it.
pointing to? Because I can't see because I wasn't directly behind Ken. I couldn't see the light.
Sorry about that.
Can't see the light.
Yeah.
Ken will slow down a little bit next time.
Oh, it wasn't you. I just couldn't keep behind you.
Oh, that's okay. That's what you meant.
Oh, do I hear anything or see anything?
Well, door appears to be fairly mundane, matching the description of the rest of the doors in this place. Pressing your ear up, you get the feeling that you might have heard something on the other side of the door. But it's equally possible that when you sort of placed some of your weight against the door to put your ear up against, it caused a bit of light shifting and creaking in the wood, and you heard something. I'm not sure whether it was mundane or not.
She's gonna prepare herself and make sure she has her dagger gripped tightly in her hand. And is it a push or a pull door?
It is a pull door.
She's gonna look at Resna, kind of look at the door, and go to open it, but make sure that Resna sees she has her dagger out and is ready.
Azuma has prepared herself.
Resna. I don't think we have a Resna.
Renza, whatever, I don't fucking care. You know who I'm talking about. No one can pronounce your character's name right. Everyone pronounces it different.
Yeah, but mine's easy.
I'm
All right,
not
Ozmo.
looking at the screen.
No problem, Azuma.
Rowan, you can't even spell my name.
Shit, you noticed.
I did. Anyway, she's gonna open the goddamn door.
Fair, okay.
Would you ever
Which guy?
Grab the door and
opening the goddamn door?
pull it open.
Oh god.
Breathe.
It
Breathe.
shouldn't have been that funny, I'm sorry.
In through the nose, out through the mouth.
Have you been drinking, Ed?
No, I haven't.
No, I'm just hysterical.
I don't know about that.
Shut the fuck up,
The
Derek.
first thing that you notice, wrecked. Azuma, the first thing you notice upon pulling open the door and looking into the room is that the ceiling of this room is sagging. Sagging something heavy, sort of creating a low dip in the ceiling. And looking around, it seems like the only thing holding it up, a pair of sturdy bookshelves lining against the wall. Across, you see a desk and a set of chairs that skirt the edge of a fairly sizable fissure in the floor. Looked like it cracks right through the wall and opening up into a small hole somewhere. Make another perception check, please.
Point of clarification on the light. Ken is holding his tail out, so the light would be coming from Azuma Square so she can see.
That's what I figured. That's something helpful. Azuma, you see something creeping around by one of the bookshelves. Right here. You see a small hairy paw and then a thin ringed tail slip behind one of the bookshelves.
Is it a familiar type of hairy paw?
Your first instinct is rat. Maybe rats.
Oh dear, don't tell me it's the Telltale Swarm.
He's gonna let the others know that she thought she saw a rat. Maybe it's a normal rat. Maybe it's one of those monstrous things from before. Maybe it's one of the ones from the library.
It looked a little too big to be a normal rat. The tail was definitively too long.
Okay, then. She's gonna tell them it's slightly bigger than a normal one. And warn them all to be ready to push something, if need be. And if Roll20 will cooperate with me. There we go.
Before she ran in, I was trying to ask if Ken could make a knowledge engineering check to see if it's even safe to go in there.
Well, she's in there, so you may still make a knowledge engineering check, but...
She's just stepping over the threshold to get a better look of the room, but...
Ken, you're happy to make a knowledge engineering check just after she steps across the threshold. But your best guess, if there's some kind of violent rupture in this room, some explosive impact, or even adjacent or above, that good chance this whole ceiling could come collapsing in. You might want to keep your gauntlets non-explodey.
Azuma.
Huh?
If something explodes, that ceiling's gonna come down. If you back up, I can go ahead and bring it down. Crush whatever furry thing you saw moving in there.
He's gonna smirk at that. That sounds like a good idea.
Rowan, given the nature of my explosive, do I think if I punch the wall here, it'll reverberate with enough force to just collapse that room?
I'd like to hold on because something happens before Azuma leaves the room.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Of course it's going to attack now if it can understand us.
Yeah, true. If it can understand common, then it's...
Alright.
Azuma, what is
Then
your
I need to learn
touch AC?
a new language. Oh, right, I have lots of languages.
14.
Flat-footed and touch? Oh, rogue
They're the
levels?
same thing? Like, they're the same score? So I don't know what...
Flat-footed touch isn't
What's your touch
actually-
AC on the sheet, and then subtract your dex modifier. Unless you have Uncanny Dodge, which I don't think you do yet.
Which...
Not yet.
That is level...
So
right,
if 14
No.
should touch, just subtract your dex modifier from that number.
Shouldn't she have Uncanny Dodge? Level 2.
No,
That's level 4.
It's 2
Yeah.
for monks and barbarians.
Right. And barbarians, that's what my brain was thinking of.
So it's an 11 because my dex mod is currently only a 3?
An 11!
I mean, it's better
It
than
would
10.
be a 10, but I have lowered dex and charisma right now.
So that is going to be a hit.
Ew.
As Azuma turns to say, oh, that would be a good idea, there is a arc of acidus noxious spittle that flies through the air from underneath the desk, striking Azuma in the square of the back, dealing 5 points of damage. As you wheel around and you see a creature, a rat-like creature standing on its hind legs with disturbingly human features, sneering at you. as from within the rubble and behind the bookcase emerge two rats the size of dogs.
You know
Please
what
roll
a dire rat is, don't you? It's like a rat.
It's like a normal rat, only dire.
Oh dear.
Come
Oh dear.
Oh, this is bad.
May not be as bad as you think. Oh no, it's pretty bad. Shit. Azuma, I need you to roll off to see who goes last, I guess.
Azuma actually goes last.
No,
she
no.
said her dex mod went down.
Oh, right, the dex is reduced, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's a bad
That's with
time.
my dex mod. No, then again,
Well,
it's based off of initiative bonus, so it's
you-
actually 0.4.
Don't actually go last.
Wait. I'm confused.
Yours would technically be a 5.3 because your dex mod at the moment. That little thing's is 5.1, so you go before it. All three of you
Okay.
rolled a 5, so it looks to your initiative modifiers to see who
And
goes.
first up is Renza.
Well, no, I was confused because you guys were saying that Nevaeh would go before me, but he was still put as a 5.2.
Oh, that's what you're looking at. Okay.
No, I know how
I'm gonna take a look at the room. This is a fairly unfortunate array of opponents. I assume that he's in this square? It? She? Whatever?
It's true. The thing is, like, right on the line, Rowan. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Can I fit in one of these spaces?
Oh,
Yes, you
no.
can.
Damn it.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to move into the room and press myself up against the wall here. I'm going to duck down just a little bit as my book falls open and arcane energies begin running up my arm. I am going to emit a jet of fire in a line
Oh boy.
like so.
I hope that doesn't constitute an explosion.
Could you draw the line, please? Sending a thing.
Excuse me.
All right.
Or however that would actually work.
The pink line is roughly it's the diagonals. And
What's the save?
that is a DC 16 reflex save.
DC 16. All right.
Ah,
Ooh, minimum damage. Both of them pass their saves.
that sucks. That was a waste.
The rats, the dire rat appears. It washes over him, and he's barely able to just sort of get out of the way, but still most of his body and his legs are caught in the searing gout of flame. The tiny ratling who blasted with acid is barely even singed as it just sort of ducks out of the way. It sort of clips by the ear, but is altogether entirely fine for the most part.
So what are the odds that it wouldn't crush these 3 squares? If I was to bring the root down.
Well, you're not sure. With a 13, you're not sure.
You know, if Azuma wasn't there and she was, it'd be worth it.
Don't be horrible.
I mean, don't I have more of a chance of getting out?
No.
I mean, I think I'd have a pretty decent chance of getting out.
Maybe.
I mean, you probably would. It's the other one that is sort of in the way. I don't know why she ran in when I was talking about collapsing the room. And it's just my explodey bits that's likely going to bring things down. If I was to throw a flask of acid or fire, that wouldn't bring it down.
The sudden rupture could be enough.
Okay. Azuma, Renza, get out! And prepping an action to sort of. Did I notice if I could bring it down from here, or if I need to be somewhere else to intentionally try and bring it down?
You're not sure of the specifics with a 13. You probably could bring it down if you were trying intentionally, and you could definitely bring it down accidentally. As to where the exact spot would be.
With my move action, can I re-roll to try and determine the best spot?
You have all the information that you have.
Alright, telling them to get out, and prepping an action to just throw my fist against the wall in hopes that's enough when they get out.
Okay. The dire rats. One is coming at Azuma.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to lunge up to gnash at you. And you are going to be able to pull your arm out of the way as it tries to nibble upon you. This one is going to move over here and is going to try to bite at Renza, who shot it with fire, and is going to nat 1.
Cool.
This could be interesting. Welcome back, Laying Waste. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Darkness, my old friend. Well, this is kind of unfortunate for you.
Oh?
Let's see. Oh, yeah, no, this is, Do you wear any armor?
No, I don't.
What kind of clothes do you have?
I have my noble's outfit, which I mend every night, and the lab coat, which I just got.
Please roll me a D100.
Oh god, does it explode?
It's trying to bite me.
It lunges at you with its teeth, but it closes down way too early and catches the noble's outfit, the front of it, just right in its jaws, and it sort of twists and turns, and you can hear something pull and wrench as it collapses to the ground. Your noble's outfit, your shirt, clogging up its mouth. It takes a point of damage. Your noble's outfit your noble's outfit takes 3 points of damage. As a chunk is torn from it. And it is unable to use its bite attack for 3 rounds. That's a mark of sadness.
It's choking on your clothes.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to dislodge those from its chompers.
Especially
Nevaeh.
without thumbs.
Standing for my position, I'm going to use the Wand of Bless. Or actually, to make sure I catch Renza, move there.
Rowan, how many hit points? 2 per inch of... Rowan,
Yes?
a piece of paper or cloth has hardness 0 and 2 hit points per inch of thickness. I don't think that my clothing is
More than
an inch. Yeah.
That means the front of your shirt has been destroyed.
thick. Boobs.
So my overcoat's destroyed?
Well, this... Whatever was the part that you're wearing at the front sort of got grabbed at the collar and just dragged down, and this just became uncomfortable.
I mean, I still have the undershirt, but my coat. I liked that coat.
Yeah, coats got fucked up.
Yeah, at least I got the lab coat just recently to help.
Alright,
So,
note to
everyone-
self, add partial nudity to this week's warning.
Yeah.
Content warning!
Viewer discretion is advised.
I cast... Oh, jeez.
Blessing.
Bless, so everyone gets +1 morale bonus on attack rolls. Throws against fear effects.
Fantastic.
You know,
How long does
because
that
fear's
last
been
for?
an issue.
Minutes per level,
It's been a little bit of an issue.
if I remember right.
All right, Derek, please keep track of the number of rounds remaining.
It is 1 minute per level.
All right.
So...
Azuma. This guy fucked up Renza's shirt. This guy tried to bite you.
I'm not trying to stab the one who tried to bite
This
me.
asshole shot acid at you.
Yeah, well, that asshole's inside the room. I don't want to go any further into the room.
All right, give a roll. You have a +1 to your hit because of Bless.
Eee.
And don't forget, the dagger is magical.
Yes, so it is a 7.
And you get a plus, and you have a +1 to hit.
Yeah,
Which
I already counted that.
said.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is going to be a hit.
Woo! Oh.
That is a little chop,
That was sad.
which slices through some of the dire rat's skin and flesh, and it sort of reels and bares its haunches again at you. Bares its fangs on its haunches.
Do you do anything with your move action?
Yes, I'm going to leave if the thingy will cooperate. For some reason, it's not letting me move her. There we go.
Step out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Little thing in the back begins chuckling and cackling to himself. Renza,
Yes.
your turn.
Well, I'm only going to revoke 1 AOO for doing this. Moving out of the room.
Tries to gnash at you and is going to be a hit.
Okay.
You are going to be taking 3 points of damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Slamming my fist into the wall as soon as she dives out of the room.
All right, was this a Sid enhanced?
Yeah, no, this is Sid enhanced. I'm intentionally trying to, bring the place down.
Roll damage.
Alright, so D3 plus 3 plus 1d6 plus 6. D3 plus 3 plus 6. Come on, explosion. Nice.
You
Max damage.
slam your fist into the wall, which erupts to the right, left, up, and down of you with a just sort of a wave of flame scorching the side of the wall. There is a small shake as you feel your knuckles slam in, and part of you goes, that kind of hurt. I'm tough, though. Gotta go through it. Punch the wall. Fucking ow.
Punch the wall as hard as I fucking could. Not the best idea. Let's see if it works.
Not the best idea, no. And the smoke clears and the dust settles. Nothing.
I'm going to finish moving then.
Gotcha. Right.
And
You
I-
didn't even take a standard action yet. My apologies.
And I am going to draw my Masterwork Dagger. Because I am running out of spells and arcane power.
All right.
Well,
Ken,
in case.
you punched the wall and nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, it kind of hurt. 5-foot step. Pull out a flask of Alchemist fire. Target the ground there. Still trying to bring the room down.
You're in Azuma Square now. You're going to take a -4 penalty on the throw.
That's why I'm
That's
targeting
fact.
the floor and not the,
Okay, which
The
square are you
creature.
targeting?
It's 10-foot range, so that square. Just, you know what? No, it looks like it's the bookcase square if I think I can get angle on that because of the door. Which it looks like I can get decent
An even
angle
higher
on.
penalty.
Is it really? Yeah, alright, in that case, no, just that one. Straight ahead of me.
Because you'd be thrown at it sort of like a curveball.
That's fair. Yeah, no, just the square straight ahead of me then. Yes,
Alright,
I take a
roll it.
-4 penalty, which means this is a -1, but it's AC 5, and I'm trying to bring the roof down, not actually injure anything.
And you have a +1 to hit from me.
Oh, so 9. I did
Flat
forget
D20.
about plus.
You roll it and it cracks into the ground. I believe everyone in the surrounding. What's the damage? You do extra damage with your fucking throwing weapon, don't you?
No.
No,
you took that
we
away.
stacked that
It's-
ability as part of the
1 point.
archetype.
1 point of splash damage in this area. So 1 point of fire damage. No save erupts out. In this big area here.
Burst of fire as the rats, the dire rats, not having a great time. The one to the north having been seared several times, and is now about as crispy as you can get and still be walking around. The other one you do in the favor of cauterizing the wound that Azuma made.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you also cauterized the rest of its body,
Yeah.
which it really didn't need. But again, the ceiling stays up. It occurs to you you might have made a miscalculation.
He fumes at the thought of this.
This rat turns, scuttles scuttles into the fissure and disappears. This one moves up in an attempt to bite the fucking asshole who just set him on fire. AC when squeezing?
Squeezing is a
Minus
-4, so 15.
That is just barely a miss. It latches on and sort of nips at your armor, but you are unhindered. There is a curse from the little rattling in the back of the room. Nevaeh, I did not mean to double tap. This is your turn.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Azuma had taken ability damage. When did she lose Dex?
The pickled punk stuff. The itching disease. The rash.
Oh.
Ken got a cure, but Azuma did not.
What? When?
We're talking about the reason you have dex damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was able
you
to
have a
heal
dex
some, but not
penalty.
all.
Alright, the health bars are muddled. Who's actually... Have both of you taken damage?
They're actually both at pretty much the same as far as health is concerned.
Yeah, just to let you see our bars. We're both doing okay.
Alright, using the Wand of Cure Light, gonna hit Azuma.
Okay.
So that's charges. D 8 plus 1, 6.
Ooh,
Azuma heals.
thank you.
And thanks to the
That
healing,
goes rid of the rash.
all that rash is gone. Your Dex and Charisma return to their normal scores.
E.
Are there anything else?
Nope.
I can do shit now.
That's it.
All right, Azuma.
Make sure you don't overheal. It looks like your health's
Yeah,
over.
I did. But also, everything's like moving too. I've literally moved like 4 times since trying to heal it myself.
Oh,
Rowan, have you been moving me?
I have not.
Because I was here at one point, then I was here.
I moved you
Floated around
up
there.
just long enough for him to see our health bars separately, and then immediately put you back.
So you're the one moving me around. Okay.
I only did it
As
the one
camera
time.
token has technically control over people's tokens.
But I wasn't trying to move you, I was trying to move me, and it happened to drag you, which is why you moved up. But I was trying to just move me so he could see our health bars separately instead of stacked on top of each other. So it will only happen on accidental occasions. But what you gonna do?
What
Is it in the
plan?
doorway?
It's right in front of you.
Can I slam the door on it?
You could try. Might be an improvised weapon attack.
No, I meant to slam the door in its face.
It slammed the door in its face?
Like, to shut the door.
You could.
Don't care if it hits it or not, I'm just gonna shut the door.
Not gonna stab it first?
I mean, yeah, that's... Yeah, I'll stab it first, but... Don't want to shut the door on it.
It is just a move action to shut a door, so you could
I
stab
know.
if you wanted to.
I'm not sure if it provokes an AOL.
Well, if she 5 foots first and then shuts the door. I mean,
Or
it
just,
might still.
stabs it. Doesn't matter. No, it does not provoke an AOL. So you could shut the door, or you could stab it and then shut the door.
Fine, I'll stab it. Do I still have the bless?
You do.
Whew!
Nice.
Hot damn.
Nice.
Please roll 1d20 plus...
Did you remember to
Math.
subtract the -4 because we're squeezing at the moment?
You're still here with me?
I haven't had a turn to get out of the way yet.
Why are you not in the same square anymore?
I am.
Oh, you're not.
You may need to
He
is.
refresh. I am
may
on
need to
mine.
refresh, yeah.
Okay, with the -4, it's a 23.
So please roll again with the +9.
Give me a minute.
Clearly, Roll20's being just a tad bit screwy tonight.
Just a fucking little bit.
Everyone's in the wrong squares. I can't move. It's just a mess.
It's all going wrong.
Also, now I can't find us.
This is true nightmare.
Shift click roll. There we go.
Already on it.
So +9?
+9. D20 +9.
Well,
That is no minor effect, but you do deal max damage.
Ooh.
wait, is it Azuma that has improved critical stuff, or is that someone else?
I do.
Okay, it
I
would
get a
have
+1.
applied, but it's not enough to break 20. Okay, never mind.
Right, that's true. So it would be should actually roll with a +10, but it is not enough. But you do deal. What's your max? 5 or 6?
6. With this one.
6. You deal 6 as you lunge forward. As it tries to lunge you, you just sort of hold the dagger out and you catch it right in the center mass of its head. Pull the dagger out as it slumps and falls to the ground.
Also,
Dead rat.
dead. Yay!
Hmm. Now all we have is that little piece of shit back there.
Yeah, the other one ran away.
Instead of closing the door, I'm just gonna move up and give someone else a chance to go kill that thing.
Okay. And here we go. As if bearing up from the ground, digging out and filling your squares, another swarm of rats.
Up.
It
Down
was
the
casting
stairs.
a summoning
The telltale-
spell.
The swarms.
Oy vey. Okay. Everyone takes 3 points of damage.
Except
And-
me.
Except you! And needs to make a fortitude save.
Oh yeah, Rowan.
Yeah.
Question. The lab coats. Which kind of lab coat is it? Is it the normal one, or is it the shoulder button kind?
I'm not sure what you mean by shoulder button kind.
Fort save.
I know what he means. Is it a lab coat that parts in the center, or is it a lab coat that folds over itself and clips near the shoulder?
The lab coat parts in the center.
So a traditional one.
No.
Because the shoulder button is the traditional mad scientist one.
Well, that was the one that the changeling was wearing.
But these ours are Normal.
Normal.
Doctors.
All right, everyone passes. And its turn, because it finished its full round action.
Did you send that last image to just Scott? Or did you not send an image?
You didn't send an image.
Did not send an
No, I
image.
thought he sent an image. Never mind.
Nope.
I'm crazy.
Good, you belong here.
And yes, you are quite mad.
Well,
As the
I mean,
little
my
thing
wisdom isn't bad.
begins to mutter something in a language that nobody's sure of, as this thin, light white energy begins to emanate from out his body and then cling tight to his skin.
Spellcraft?
You may spellcraft at that.
May I as
do
well?
not know. You also may spellcraft, yes.
I mean, I'm guessing mage armor.
That is indeed
Description.
mage armor. And that was not a spell-like ability. Renza! Rats!
Thankfully, two of us are very good at dealing with swarms.
Free action. Azuma, Ken, it's a caster close distance. Keep it off balance. And get out of the way. Hold until after Ken.
Okay. Ken.
Okay. Standard action. Reload my my wrap. Glance at Ozma. Glance at that one. Fine. Would have dropped the light.
Give me just a
Right.
moment. I need to check something.
There, as I was walking.
Something I'm not intimately familiar with this ability. All right, continue.
Okay. Free action, drop the light in the same square as the rat corpse, and then kept moving. But that was a standard to reload and a move action to get there. So.
All right. Renza?
I am going to unleash another line of fire.
Okay.
Conveniently hitting the rat. Ling. Swarm.
Using up my last arcane point at the moment. Although I still have a couple more first level spells that I can consume if necessary. DC 16.
Okay.
And plus 50% against the rats. Better.
12 to the swarm. Nice.
The rattling once again makes it save. The rat swarm also makes the save.
So 6 instead
Taking-
of 12.
That's frustrating.
That's still 6 instead of 12. Not bad. Better than 4 instead of 8.
You do
Okay.
scorch through several of the tiny little bastards.
And then
Yes.
I'm moving.
Fair.
Yeah. Moving. 5, 10, 15. Keep us spaced out.
Nope zone.
Yup.
Nevaeh.
2 wands in hand. Hmm. What do I want to do? That's a question. Alright, so no, dropping the wand of bless in this square.
Okay.
I'm going to move through the rats. 5, 10, 15. Ah. Alright, I gotta get rid of those things.
Yeah.
Moving through, and then I'm going to cast guidance on Azuma.
An additional +1 to hit. Well, +1 to any d20 roll. But
Your next d20 roll.
I don't know what's going on. I'm blind.
the light should be right in front of you.
Should have some
The
light.
light is there.
The light's inside the other room.
Well,
But
in
it
the
should
doorway.
shine out.
So it,
Yeah, but I
Can't you see, like,
see me. I
you
cannot
can't
Oh.
see
any of you guys.
this?
I can see next to me and around me, but I can't see any of you guys.
Oh.
That's weird.
it's really weird. If the
I
light,
popped away.
You should be able to see a
if the
portion
light
of
is
me.
here, then you should.
Oh,
She
that's
can-
you?
She can see a sliver of you.
I was supposed to say I
This
couldn't
is
even
me.
know that was you.
Only a sliver.
Yeah.
She would
I-
see about that. The other.
Good,
Yeah.
side of
I'm hiding in the
line.
darkness like I should be.
Alright, Azuma.
I turn away and I go to my character sheet, and now I can't see a goddamn thing. Okay,
Isn't that the
so
best?
do I still have bless?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you also have
Guidance.
guidance now.
And guidance, so it's a +2 to
quick
hit.
question:
Yes.
the swarm. Does it count as more than one opponent? Technically,
For what purpose?
if I'm
Is it-
threatened by 2 or more opponents, I get a bonus.
Swarms do not threaten.
Oh, okay.
They just-
Moving through them, or if you are in their square
If
at the
they
start of
end-
their turn, or they move on to
No,
you.
if they end their movement in your square, that's how it works.
It automatically
Okay.
deals damage, but they don't flank or threaten or anything like that.
Okay, well, I'm
Right.
gonna stab them,
Okay.
or hopefully stab them.
14. That is going to be a hit.
Hey.
And they take
Ah.
2 points of damage because swarms have all damage incoming from piercing and. Well, these kind of swarms
Slashing
have all
weapons.
damage coming in from piercing and slashing.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it sucks.
No, that's not where I
Level
wanted
appropriate
to go.
swarms always wreck.
Azuma steps back off into the hallway.
Yep.
Not
All right.
I don't want him to follow me.
You're going the wrong direction. Ah!
Nevaeh wanted
First
you
off-
to go in the room with me to fight the little ratling.
Nevaeh, you take 5 points of
Not
damage.
Nevaeh. Renza wanted you to
Renza.
do that.
Yeah.
I was looking at Nevaeh and saying,
And Nevaeh needs to make a fortitude save.
Nope.
Nevaeh, all the clawing and nipping and the clattering is beginning to churn your stomach and get to you, and the smell is really just, it's incredibly fucking distracting. You are nauseated for 1 round.
"Oh,
Nauseated.
nausea is rough."
Ken, the little fucker in front of you, successfully casts defensively. You may spellcraft at this. That is not enough. Wait, no, sorry.
Higher than
Lied.
a first level spell.
I lied. That is high enough. I was looking at the wrong spell sheet.
Oh, phew.
He sort of mutters some arcane phrasing, makes a motion with his hands, grabs his hand, which becomes coursing with electricity up and down his little claws and up his arm as he casts Shocking Grasp. You ready yourself to fucking smack the little bastard in the face as soon as he comes close to you. Ken, what kind of armor do you wear? And do you have any significant metal on your person?
I don't have any significant metal. I wear hide armor.
Nice.
Okay.
Fuck you, you little bastard!
I still need to know your touch AC.
My touch AC is only a 14.
That is going to be a hit. As you ready to smack it, as you're expecting it to run up and slam its hand into your ankle, and instead what it does is it crouches back, and you hear a sickening pop and dislocation as it looks like its bones snap out of their socket as it launches its arm sort of like a spring towards you, grabbing onto your ankle, taking you by surprise, its limbs extending almost a full 5 feet.
Hey, I can do that.
You take 8 points of damage.
Yep, that's
Specifically electricity damage as it courses through your veins.
Shocking Grasp. Bread and butter of a magus.
Yep, I think I traded that. I did trade that. So.
Snicker, 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 5-foot step.
Well, it only 5-footed. I can still hit it.
Ken.
Let's see. How safe do I feel? Five, 10, and trying to punch him in the face before he either runs away or does whatever the fuck else he's planning to do.
Sitting it?
Huh?
Is this a sit hit?
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Alright. Roll it.
It's 5 because of bless, but he's tiny. Oh, well, maybe.
Ooh. That is a hit. Oh!
Decent.
You crack forward and just fucking rock the little bastard. He tries to sneak out of the way, and you can feel your hand being pushed aside by some invisible armor. But you manage to make connect with the torso, and there is an eruption of flame as you have grown quite used to that impacts across his chest, sort of scoring and searing some of the fur from his stomach.
Hopefully going down his little passageway
Scorching
and
and
scorching
blazing
his body.
the rocks around behind him. He's still standing, though.
I mean, yeah, no, I figured.
Renza?
I'll deal with the swarm. Deal with the thing that summoned it. And 5-foot step. Use my 4th use of consume spell for the day. I get 1 more after this to get a point back, and immediately channel that point, holding my book out as flames leap up my arm and rocket down the hall.
Whew. Let's see that damage. As they nat 1 their save.
Good.
Don't roll shit. Yes!
10 up
15!
to
15 points of damage. As you blast through, just as they begin to climb up and crawl on Nevaeh's legs and get up, you sear and scorch, and there is the sizzling of rat carcasses before they disappear in a puff of smoke. No more swarm. Nevaeh, you are nauseated.
Yep, so 5, 10, that's my turn.
Stumble. Nauseated sucks. Azuma.
Ha! You can get in there and stab it. If you want. Sorry.
You just saw a gout of flame from Renza evaporate the swarms, and then Nevaeh stumble forward.
Wonderful. Well, the swarm is gone. That means she no longer has to be hiding.
No more swarm.
And if I get here, I can see it. There we go.
Can indeed.
That's 20 feet of your movement.
I know.
Okay.
There it
I
is.
couldn't see where the thing was.
And 30.
Oh god.
Yay! Fuck you, you little rat bastard.
Oh.
Shit.
But that is a miss as it nimbly ducks and dodges out of the way.
Well, I'm assuming her reaction was, "Oh, the swarm's gone, run to the room. Ah, fuck, this thing's still here."
Hey, Ken! Renza took care of the...
It looks scorched, but not scorched enough.
Going to attempt to Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yes!
As it attempts to cast defensively and loses the spell.
Yes!
Nice.
That is a shame. This just got very awkward. How are you guys doing today? 5. Ken?
5 foot!
Hey, come on, guy, don't be that way.
And I'm gonna try and punch him in the face, and then I'm gonna try and bite him in the face. So, punch him in the face. Maybe.
That is a miss. You feel your blow glance off the invisible force shield around it.
And bite him, nope. He's too tiny.
No, not even close. Renza.
5, 10, 15. I can see it.
Yeah,
You can kill it.
You can indeed see.
Rowan, I'm
Yes.
going to drop my dagger because I actually need a free hand for this next piece, and I like holding on to my book.
Okay.
No piece de resistance.
Drop the dagger, and I hold out my hand as I make a few quick motions. And then my shadow extends forward, hand clutching at his, and try to grasp his. He needs to make a will save. DC 14.
DC 14. What is this spell?
Shadow Trap.
That thing where he can't
It
move
is
more
also-
than 5 feet away from that square.
Right, never mind. Never mind. I was confused. I just remembered that your saves go off of for spells go off of int, not charisma.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but he passes handily.
Okay, guys, I'm out of spells.
Nice.
Well-
So am I.
This is awkward.
It's awkward for everybody.
Nevaeh, speaking of which, you're no longer nauseated.
5. No, I'm not nauseated anymore. You said 1 round.
I said you're no longer nauseated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
reiterating.
Guidance.
And a siren you. Azuma, your guidance. How kind.
And blessed still.
Orison, not a siren. Orison, Orison.
Oh, let's try this again.
Oh boy.
God damn it.
That is a miss. The little creature sort of shrieks, seeing the swarm has been dissipated. Everyone's coming into the room now, climbs up and skitters onto the back of the chair, crouching down, attempting to hide itself between the back of the chair and you guys, and you hear in a small, squeaking voice coming out from behind the chair, Parley! Parley!
I hate the French.
Half a mind to kill him just for that.
Ken's turn.
Ken's turn.
5-foot step.
It is crouching on the chair, looking up at you.
Standard action. Cracks knuckles, reloads fist wrap, and stares at it.
It sounds like an intimidate check.
No, I was using a standard action to reload my fist wrap. I can't swing yet. I'm not fast enough. But if I get to roll and intimidate with that, I will.
Okay, all right. We'll keep going. It sort of shrieks and cowers more. Wait! Renza,
I'm not the talky one. Someone else can come deal with this shit.
I really don't want to do this again. I really didn't like the first group of ratlings.
Oh, that's fine. Just leave it until my turn.
We
And
can
don't
get
have to.
information out of it and then kill it, or just let Azuma kill it.
And I just kill it.
It did
Renza.
just make a fairly solid attempt to kill us, and has already proven itself to be... Well, the ratlings in general in this place have proven themselves to be the tricksy kind of opponents, so I'm not going to put up with this.
Okay, let me stab it.
Rowan, I'm going to reach down for my dagger,
Okay.
pick it up, and enter the room.
Okay.
Nevaeh?
Nevaeh.
5 foot. Guidance.
Oh God. Okay, Azuma. For its purposes, where you are in the square, it has cover
What?
because it's hiding in the chair. Currently, it has cover.
Yeah, but if you move here, you're flanking.
Boom. Yeah. That's true.
but if you just 5 foot step, it doesn't have coverage anymore.
Okay, wait. So I'm still blessed, right?
Yep, still blessed guidance.
You're blessed.
You're blessed.
And guidance.
Guidance.
You're flanking. So it's a plus 4 to your normal to hit.
She's gonna step over, look at it, and go, nah, last time we dealt with this, it didn't end too well. Not worth the effort. God damn it!
Oh, what the fuck?
I haven't rolled higher than a 4.
God, this
So long.
Except for the nat 20 on the rat.
What?
Regular rat.
Others you dealt with didn't have secrets. I know secrets. Many secrets. Dark secrets. Secrets. Tell you in exchange for life. Huh? Yeah, tall ones like secrets, yes. Can't see secrets. You have to crouch down to see what's really going on here. I see everything.
It is desperately attempting to shift its weight and turn the chair and rotate it around so the back is once again between it and Ken.
I assume it fails.
It's far too small.
I'm gonna look to Nevaeh and Renza because they were the ones pleading for the last one's lives. I didn't really care, and prepare an action to swing if neither Renza nor Nevaeh say not to. So at the end of Nevaeh's turn, if nobody's trying to stop me, I'm punching it in the face. It will be a sit and hand strike. It will also be precise bombs. Not gonna kill my flanker.
Thank you.
Renza?
What kind of secret?
Many secrets. Secrets about asylum. About creepy crawlies in the darkness. About it.
Tell me, does that send a shiver down any of our spines?
Down Ken's a little bit, but he's been paranoid
Yeah, I was
about
about
it
to
and
say,
they from
I
the
bet
very
Ken-
beginning. Ken's tail actually kind of shivers and wraps itself around his leg as if it's hiding.
We talk,
Yes.
you
know.
live, and you leave.
Yes,
We
yes,
ever
good,
see you
good.
again, you die.
Good,
Deal?
disappear, yes.
Good.
Good, Ratchamam, you will disappear into the caverns back whence he came. Yes, you've heard about it, haven't you? You've seen it. I can see in your eyes.
Pointing at Ken from the chair.
I'm gonna lower my weapon at this point.
Yes, you know.
They are everywhere. It is always watching.
Yes, it is. They know when you close your eyes and you move in between this world and the world in between worlds. Yes, they knew. They knew the true secrets of it, which lurks within this asylum. Or what you want to know? Ask right questions.
What exactly is it?
Oh, he is old. Very, very old. A servant of a creature from beyond this world. Yes.
Is that enough for a knowledge check?
It's far too vague.
Does it have a name?
Names, powerful things. Names are not spoken of without careful consideration as to when you call the name, it might answer. Do not
That's what
speak
you're gonna
name.
say, and not us.
Ken
Hold up.
kind of looks to Nevaeh like she's insane. Actually.
Which means a lot
Hold
coming
up.
from Ken.
Oh, I say
Then
name.
what?
Feel something. I need to
Come
know
to
what it is.
here. We call it the Tatterman.
I take it that's not enough for knowledge.
Not really.
Rowan,
Yes.
we remember our dream from the very beginning, right?
Yes.
That's what I was about to ask. I was taking a drink of water.
Tall, eyeless, covered in rags.
Yes, rags of yellow. I knew you have seen it.
It killed me.
Well, clearly not, actually.
Oh, it started. It
The
sneaked
world.
into your subconscious and it tried to take you. That's what it does. The history of it, even its pseudonym, I do not dare speak more than once or twice.
Then the world between worlds
Yes,
is dreams.
the dimension of dreams,
Nice.
yes. That is its realm, that is its domain, that is where it prowls and stalks. Those who sleep, those who dream, those who wait, beyond in unconsciousness, they are its prey.
I'm gonna retrieve my wand.
The Dream Hunter.
Hmm.
The loyal servant to a creature so grand and terrifying you do not dare think. No. Nothing. Forget I said it. I do not dare think
Said
it.
what?
Nothing.
Of
I do
course.
not dare think it. It knows if you think of it. Not it, but it that dwells beyond it.
Ken is nodding in agreement, like he has just found his. This is his comrade now. This rat has seen things.
It lurks
No.
the asylum now, in the dimension of dreams.
Do you know anything else that currently lives here in the asylum?
Its eyes sort of dart back and forth as its claws have torn into a piece of the wood of the chair, and it has begun pulling it up to its hand and seems to be nervously nibbling on it.
In outside, in the gardener's shed, is a staircase. The staircase leads down to below the asylum, which is where we tread, my family and I, the rats. Something lurks down there. Something that shudders in its sleep and dreams of it and tosses and turns and shakes the world.
Shakes the world.
It
There was-
has many followers, many minions, many friends.
There are several. They prowl the stands of this asylum. I have seen them. 2 who came in through here. His apostles in yellow.
Is that what it came through? It killed the other rats?
I do not know of the other ratlings.
Ken's gonna
Those who
pull the
sleep
one that he was
in the
keeping in his
asylum.
backpack out.
Ah!
Huh?
I showed him the dead rat I'm carrying.
Oh.
I forgot you were carrying one. Tad bit disturbing.
Something played with their blood, and he points through the doorway, through the other doorway. Left a message. It
I
came.
don't know what. I don't know what happened. All I know is that every all sees many things and has served many masters. Masters too terrible to name. I have stayed out of the eye of the final dream as long as I have been capable of. Once the final dream turns its malevolent eye upon a victim, it hounds them to their doom. I have lurked here long. I have crawled among the cracks and the crevices in the corridors, snuck underneath the beds and hid in the corners where no one could see me for the shadow. And I have seen those the Shredman has taken. When someone cries out in their sleep and writhes and turns and never wakes again, that is the work of the Tatterman.
I'm getting sick of these things.
Alright.
Ken's tail has
Thank you for
bunched
your warning.
itself up and is hiding as best it can around his leg.
I forget. Does Renza wear gloves?
Yes. Wait. Nope, they are not part of my outfit.
It sort of turned to look at everyone, and its eyes glance over everyone as it hisses its warning about the Tatterman.
Ken would have put the body
And
away by now.
It looks at Renza, and its eyes float over your hand and the marking on the back. And it lets out a...
I'm getting real sick of these things.
You bad smoke.
Looks at
Puts you in
Renza.
a
What the hell
claw.
are you talking about?
Shaking hand.
Ken's eyes narrow and he looks to Renza.
I'm going to immediately look at the mark on the back of my hand, being the only thing I can think of. This?
The final dream calls only 2, Master. The Briarstone Witch who freed it from its slumber, and the one
I'm gonna.
who leaves the yellow sign.
Can I acknowledge that?
The great old one. Haster.
Does that send shivers down our spines?
You will bring death to this place. You will leave cities crumbled in your wake. You will leave dead and screaming behind you. Corpses piled to the sky, rivers of blood. You are the progenitor of this.
What's the
You
mark
serve
on
him. I have to run. I can tell you no more.
Leave. Leave.
It shrieks, and it vanishes.
Oh,
It is still a rat lane. What's the mark on Renza's
yeah.
hand look like?
Visibility.
The mark on Renza's hand is something you have seen out of character many times at the start of a session.
Has it always
Figured.
been on her hands? Or is this new?
It has. None of you have known the significance of this mark.
neither did
Apparently
I.
not until now. You may roll
Knowledge.
religion.
Religion.
You don't recognize the sign. You don't recognize the name. Though something about the phrase "great old one" gives you pause.
Knowledge of the ages. Burning a use. To try again with it. My charisma bonus added on.
Okay.
So hopefully I roll better, but... So now it's roll
Plus
1d20 plus...
12? My estimation is right.
Yes, it would be 12.
The shiver
Wait.
intensifies.
Wait. Once per day, you could re-roll one knowledge check that you have just failed.
Oh my god.
Formerly mind swapped. I can re-roll this one.
The old one does not deem you worthy of knowing its name
get-
at this time.
I am going to double down that you get a all-encompassing and all-consuming sense that the phrase "great old one" is not something to be trifled with.
While Nevaeh is figuring all this out, realizing how fucked up this entire planet has just become, Ken steps over and is eyeing Renza much like he did the first time they met. His gaze probably softened over the last few days, but that intensity is back now.
Renza?
I knew.
Yes.
Please make a
They,
perception check.
you work with them. You can't
Can
be
also
trusted.
make a perception check.
For the record, I have been my face has been in a perpetual frown since the rattling
17.
started
That's a 17, actually.
screaming at me.
I forgot to update the macro.
You notice that... Which hand was the mark on again? Left?
Right hand.
Right hand. You
My dominant hand.
You notice that Renza's index finger has been idly tracing the mark on the back of her right hand. Renza, this is not something that you notice.
What he said, he still says, but he's clearly still in an aggressive, I have one bomb and I'm not afraid to use it pose.
And as you say that to me, I'm still in a lost in thought, frowning, thinking, sort of, and don't respond immediately.
Assuming Nevaeh and Azuma are watching, the longer she doesn't talk, the more twitchy Ken gets.
I'm
like
lost in my head trying to think.
Okay. Azuma.
Azuma's just awkwardly staring at everyone like, the fuck is happening?
Okay.
Then
Azuma notices, definitely then, that Ken is getting more and more twitchy the longer Renza's quiet. Like he's about to run at her.
I'm gonna
when
sit
Azuma
down.
realizes how awkward everything is getting, she's just gonna kind of... Okay, well, this has been interesting. Let's keep going. And she's gonna grab Ken's arm as she walks out the door, hoping the other two will follow.
He will allow himself to be dragged, and his tail will reach down and scoop up the... shit, I didn't mean to drag. I'm trying to grab that. I'm not trying to grab you.
This way, right?
Scoop up the light.
As you
As she keeps walking, like not even stopping to check.
Azuma, I'm out of power.
Ken, as you walk by, I'm poking you with the wand.
Oh, thank God.
At that comment, she's gonna kind of falter. Oh,
I've been out since before for a while. These wands won't last all day. We need to rest.
Ken is looking back between Azuma and Renza, like he wants to go over there and hit her in the face, but more out of twitchy paranoia than actual anger or hatred or anything.
So, go back to the chapel, take a break. I need some time to think.
To think about your betrayal.
okay, then let's do that. And she has a really awkward, like, I'm trying really hard to smile and be happy right now because this is freaking me the fuck out, and why is everyone so angry? And she starts driving Ken back this way.
To think about what this means, I'm gonna hold up my hand.
Renza, this is when you notice that you've been idly tracing the symbol with your index finger.
I'm going to very deliberately curl the hand that was doing the tracing into a fist, and I'm gonna stuff it in my pocket of the lab coat.
All right.
This kid sort of kind of like a half. He's getting dragged along, and he's only kind of half resisting at this point.
Renza, you coming?
Catch up.
Come on. Bad idea. Stay alone.
Alone in the darkness, I'm gonna feel a lot more comfortable than with them right now. I may not have my memories, but I know the face of somebody who wants to kill someone. Just go. I'm probably gonna spend some time looking around that library.
Don't split the party. Don't ever split the party.
Azuma, Ken, you notice something as you get to the edge of the library, towards the doors.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she was stopping at this table in the middle because she realized they weren't following. But,
Okay.
So we're not going any further right now.
All right. Never mind.
We should stay together, Renza. And the only way to make him not have that look is to talk to him and let him trust you.
You seem to misunderstand his character type. Spending time around him isn't
Maybe
going to help. Giving him space is going to help.
No,
needs a
but
little
when
bit
he
to cool
mistrusts
down.
you, leaving you
I need a
alone.
little bit to think.
If he already mistrusts you, leaving you alone will just make it worse. And now we're in complete
Leaving me
darkness.
alone. Yeah, that's your fault.
I don't need light.
Just go. And I'm going to wait until the last traces of the light from the sunrod disappears.
Guys, you notice something as you come back into the room and approach the doors, the southern section of the library. You left them open when you came in.
Again.
I was wondering
the door.
about that when I noticed they were shut.
Nevaeh, the door is locked.
Oh, God.
Attempts to force the door.
Make a strength check.
I'll assist.
Roll to assist.
I get a
You
20.
assist. So a 20. You slam your shoulder against the door, and there's a thud as the door creaks, and something gives on the other side, and then you thud against, and maybe one or two more of those will break the door down, and then you hear something knocking from the other side.
Nope.
Damn,
Who is
Poltergeist
it?
Ken kind of drops into a defensive stance.
Azuma, you can't see past there.
Oh, she's trying just to hide. Remember, she
Who
got
is
tricked
it?
by this.
Ken throws
What's the
himself
password?
against the door again.
Oh, jeez.
Azuma's hiding with her dagger out, ready to stab anything that comes near her.
Can you slam yourself against the door once again? It creaks and it shudders, and definitely one more of those will probably knock it right off its hinges.
Rolling to assist on this next one. Nope.
Nope.
You thud against the door.
The
Nevaeh, when you
constant
attempt to
knocking is starting
push.
to get to him. He shivers a little bit.
When you attempt to push and force, you feel something twinge in your shoulder. Like you
Don't
just
tell me I
fucking
took damage.
you fucking pushed wrong. It's like you sprained something. Not sprained, not that bad, but something got pulled. This is not what you do.
No, it isn't. Is it still knocking?
Rowan, if I was to back up and run and throw myself into the door, would that give me, say, a charge bonus? Type of thing?
I would say you would need more.
More than 10
You would have
feet.
to come. Yeah, you need more than 10 feet.
I'd have to go to an angle, and that doesn't really work too well, so...
Right. For shits and giggles, I knock back. I start knocking on the door as well. The fuck?
Something screams
Okay.
at you from behind the wood.
God damn
The
ghost! Throws himself against the door. He did scream that, by the way. Or yelled it.
You thud against the door and it's just a bounce.
Angry! A couple of kind of angry thuds against the door. He's going to take a breath. He's going to take a moment to look around. Which side
Seems
are
like
the hinges
knocking
on?
has ceased.
He's going to back up and take a look. Which side does it appear the hinges are on? Like, are they on inside or
They appear
outside?
to be on the other side.
Hmm.
Now that the knocking stopped, I try the door again.
You go reach for the handle, turn it, try to push against it. The knocking begins again.
Runs at it and throws himself against the door. Fucking tired of this shit.
There you go. You charge, jump in the air, slam your shoulder against the door as hard as you possibly can. There is a crash as the door basically gets knocked off of its hinges. And you smash through into
Nothing.
an empty room.
Well, at least now we know it can't do that again. Gesturing to broken hinges.
Ken he doesn't really say anything. He's just frustrated and nods.
Nevaeh, the door in front of you slowly swings open.
Now that I'm out and can see, I'm gonna step over here. He's gonna flick off that door. Check for the hinges over here. Okay, do I see said hinges?
You do?
Popping them off, and I'm taking the hinges with me.
You just dismantling the door entirely?
Alright, the hinges are like pins, I assume,
Yeah.
that interlock the hinge together. I'm just popping the pins out, dropping the door on the floor, and putting the pins in my pocket. And then
Alright,
flicking
you
off
might
the
as well-
door again.
Dismantle the door. Alright,
big fuck
Nevaeh,
you.
Azuma, wait there for a second.
Oh shit. This kid's flicking off the door, and then a ghost tries to kill him. Uh-oh.
Just a moment, please.
And this is what you get for flicking off the angry ghost. What were you thinking, Ken, you bastard?
Not very genre savvy, are you?
Oh no, you're pissing off ever.
Everyone's pissing me off. It's not my fault. I'm the only normal one here. Okay, you're not.
What did they see again?
You're not.
16 still?
Are you saying I'm not normal?
Flat-footed is 17.
Oh, okay.
You know, I meant everyone except you, Azuma. You're the one who's not angry all the time.
That is a crit. Nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
That's unfortunate.
Rerolling for potential additional effect. Got a +6. No additional effect. Ken does, however, take how much would that be? 6 points of damage as this chair lifts up from the ground and smashes him in the side of the head.
Reels and sort of grabs.
It fucking blindsides you.
You know, he reels, sort of grabs onto the dismantled door to not fall on his face.
Please roll initiative. Azuma and Nevaeh, you hear the crashing. The light has not disappeared. You can make a perception check to see if you hear the crash and the cursing.
Perception.
Which you do not, because of the room you are in. Oh my god. Ken, the desk pulls itself up and starts flying towards you. You're barely able to clear and rub your eyes as your vision blackens for a second when the chair hit you in the side of the head, and it's not enough to notice the desk flying towards you, which smashes you center mass. But it only sort of clips you, and you sort of turn, and you're able to sort of falls off to the side as you take 5 points of damage. Nevaeh,
Jesus Christ.
something's happening.
I'm gonna yell for Renza. Like, get the fuck over here. We need to get out of here.
Renza, make another perception
And
check,
then
please. That you hear.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Five, 10, 15. Right there.
Azuma?
Azuma's gonna hesitate for a split second. She knows it's throwing shit again. But then she's gonna decide to move. And she's gonna double move to get all the way over here.
Okay, Ken.
Screams at the top of his lungs. I'm going to fucking burn your goddamn corpse, you stupid piece of ghost shit.
Is that a full round action?
No, he's doing that as he's stalking off, angry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. He's not going any farther because I don't want to take the light away from Azuma.
Okay, Renza, please roll initiative. All right, you will be able to come in this turn.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Ken, as you're moving to step towards the door, you hear a sound from the right, and you turn and you see the collapsed stairwell piled with rubble as a large piece of concrete lift itself up, floats over, and slams in front of the door.
I thought there was a weight limit to what they could move.
There is.
I thought it was a smaller weight limit to what they could move.
Right. Nevaeh?
It still hasn't shown itself, right?
Has not.
Jesus Christ. 5, 10, 15. $20. I don't remember if I did a knowledge check last time, or if it was Scott.
I know I did, but I do
I'm
believe
pretty
we both
sure
rolled
you
Derek and I rolled
both-
better.
You both knew that it was a poltergeist.
Okay.
I think you named it poltergeist, and then that gave Renza a chance to roll, and it identified some of the key features.
Okay.
You figured out the name.
Just, ugh. Yeah, just gonna end my turn there. Like, the door was just blocked.
Okay, Azuma?
Azuma is gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna brace herself and scream, "Come at me, you ugly bitch, show your face."
Oh, God. The yellow square is the chair. The yellow circle is where the desk landed. Ken?
5, 10, 15. Prepping an action to swing if it happens to show itself. And, not screaming at the top of his lungs this time, but in a more inside voice. You fucking enjoy being dead? Is that it? You want dead buddies? Stupid piece of shit. He's angry. He's fucking had enough. He's done with this day.
Renza?
Going to stand.
I love that Renza's out there in that room. Here's us calling for her, and then here's us all screaming, swearing at it.
Standing and moving.
Okay.
That's it.
Nevaeh, what's your AC? Why is your AC not in the thing?
16.
I don't know how your AC got deleted somehow. The fuck?
Interesting.
Weird. And flat-footed AC?
Flat-footed
So
would
fucking
be
invisible. It hits.
14.
It hit your normal AC. As you feel the chair fly forward, collide with your back, and it shatters into a pile of splinters and broken wood. You take 3 points of damage. Ken, make a perception check. You'd swear out of the corner of your ear you heard something coming from this square.
Jim Lair, Rowan? What's where?
Sorry.
Azuma Square?
Sort of like a...
Well, it's not my turn, so I don't imagine I can react yet.
Nevaeh?
Dropping out of initiative, I can't do shit.
Oh, is the wand dead? That's unfortunate.
Azuma?
Did I hear what Ken heard?
Make a perception check. You did indeed. And it came from right between you and Ken. Right in front of you.
Right here?
No, like in the space between us on this angle.
There.
Oh.
Like
So I
it's
can't
it's
swing
in
at
front
it?
of you. You can. It's in your square. You can swing at it.
Without risking hitting Ken.
If you were
That's where
to
it
5
gets
foot
difficult.
step back, you could presumably do it, but since we can't see it, it makes things awkward.
You might risk hitting Ken if you swung blindly in front of you. You could also step to the side and try to clear and maybe slice at it from a separate space.
I'm gonna step down and swing behind me. At where I was standing.
Okay, roll.
Oh.
Please roll a D100.
That 50-50 mischance, yo.
That is a miss. Your dagger slices through here. Ken?
Well, out of character, I know there's absolutely no way this is gonna work, but he throws a punch at it.
Roll.
It's Sid. Not that I don't think it actually matters.
Please roll D100.
It's not magical.
Please roll a D100.
I was rolling, but
Your fist swings
Just
through
reminding
air.
you.
swatting at nothing.
And then in order to preserve the, space covering formation, 5-foot step down and just be wary.
Okay. Renza?
I can single move here, and then I would like to. I can't get close enough with one more move. So irrelevant. I'm gonna move to here with my second move and press myself up against the wall.
Okay.
There's totally things Nevaeh could be doing.
I need everyone to make will saves.
Including me?
Sorry, not Renza.
Oh god, this is gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad.
Yeah, I fail. I'm bolting.
Ken? Azuma?
Does Nevaeh really have a +6 will save?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Fucking oracles, yo.
The thing appears in front of the door leads to the chapel and screams. You are frightened for 3 rounds.
Both of us?
Both of you.
Yep.
As it. Azuma?
Wait, it disappeared again?
It just disappeared, though.
It popped up for a second. What square was it even in?
Over right in front of the door. I don't actually know how to react with the frightened condition when it's not there anymore.
You run away from the square. It counts the square that it was in as the square it streams from. It is a poltergeist thing that they do. They show up, they scream, they disappear again.
Oh, Azuma.
Yep.
Unless Nevaeh was going to do something with her turn.
Dropped out of initiative. Gotta let me know when to come back in.
There's totally things you could do.
I'm trying to think which is the logical direction for her to try and run away.
Oh god, a piano.
Because running that way is darkness and where they originally saw it. But that way is also darkness and has a lot of things.
Well, I can let you know where it would be if it was me moving you and controlling you.
Where would it be?
Towards the library.
Up and back? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Oh. Yeah.
Does she have to double move?
You have to keep moving until you no longer... You have to use your entire turn to get as far away from that square as possible when breaking line of sight.
So yes, double move.
Yeah.
Don't
Renza,
worry.
you see Azuma turn and bolt around the corner after you hear a scream. Hey, Ken.
Yep. I assumed I was facing that general direction. That was the direction I was planning on bolting anyways. So, you know.
And he's gone.
And I'm going to jump back in.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
All right. Renza?
Shouldn't Nevaeh be above me? Or
Yeah, there we go.
Rowan, I'd like to peek my head around the corner so that I can get a better look at the room real quick.
You peek your head around the corner, you see the desk and chair. Well, the desk is right in the doorway in front of you. The chair has been reduced to splinters on the ground in approximation of where it was, and there is a large concrete slab that has been pushed against the door to the chapel.
Can I, in the span of a single move action, move out of my little corner over to the table and sit on the table?
Well, the table's like 10 feet in front of you. The yellow
I'm just
oval.
asking if I can do that in a single move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I don't see Nevaeh.
No.
I'm going to sit on the table. I'm going to set my book in my lap. I'm going to calmly say, scared me once. You've scared them badly. You've had your fun. If you show your face again, guarantee you will regret it.
That's a
Try
bluff.
me.
Sounds like an...
That's a bluff.
For that.
No, that's me preparing an action to cast Disrupt Undead when I see it.
Hey.
Cantrips.
One of the best cantrips.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not bluffing it. I'm not trying to intimidate it. I'm being 100% serious. I will blast it in the face.
Please make a reflex save.
To see whether or not I can react before it can scream at me. I assume.
No, it's picking up the table and throwing you off.
Okay, reflexes. Ugh.
You feel the table shift under you, and you are shunted unceremoniously to the floor, where you fall prone.
Okay.
Azuma?
Am I still running away?
You've broken line of sight, so the you can't go back to look at it, and you're still fucking terrified of whatever's there, but you have calmed down enough to not be actively fleeing.
Could I see what happened with Renza? Like, I mean, it's in my line of sight, but I mean, like, would I have seen that
Yeah, you would
while I
have.
was running?
Depends. Are you going to keep running, or was it like you get to there and you stop and turn around and look to see what's coming after you?
She would have stopped to try and figure out what to do next.
So then, yes, you would have noticed the table shunt and Renza fall to the floor.
And at that, she's going to nope.
Oh, we had the same idea of where to go.
Ken?
This is so befitting. Keeps going, sort of rounds the corner, throws himself against the bookcase, looks to his side. Hello. Just kind of leaning against the bookcase.
Fancy seeing you here. Nevaeh?
Open the door.
All right.
Five. This is rough terrain, right?
Yeah.
Where was the body that Ken touched? 5,
That's square.
15, 25, 30. That's all my actions.
That
All
could
right.
end poorly for you.
And it's a big pile of bodies, right?
There are several bodies sort of scattered throughout the
Scattered about the
area.
room.
Yeah, not necessarily a pile, but Renza?
I rise to my feet. Try me. Try the same action. Not sitting down this time.
Checking something. Okay. Flat-footed?
Terrible, 10. I don't have armor.
You feel the desk catch the back of your knees as it sort of shunts, dragging itself forward, taking your legs out from under you. You fall to the ground prone. You think you hear the faintest whispering laughter.
Where?
Like leaves rustling on a breeze throughout the room.
So all throughout. Not a specific.
Azuma?
What do I hear out there?
You hear the sound of wood being roughly dragged across stonework.
Ah. Can I still not go back?
I think this is your last round of it.
Gonna bunker down where she is.
Ken?
He just kind of shifts over to peek around the corner, but otherwise, yeah, he does the same. He's bunkering down.
All right. Nevaeh.
5, 10, 15. What does the body look like again?
It has a bag that is wrapped, not so much wrapped tightly anymore because it was sort of pulled off halfway, but you can just sort of barely catch a face sort of contorted into a frown, the lower half of a face underneath the mask, underneath the bag. And the neck is
Anything else
lined
of
with...
note on the body?
Well, again, the neck is lined with pretty severe purple-red bruising marks, indicate that it was, in fact, strangled by hand to death. Other than that, you don't really notice any distinctive markings.
And the other bodies all have bags on their heads too, right?
Yes.
Alright, I pull the bag the rest of the way off this one.
The face you see before you immediately flashes back your memory to when the creature appears in front of you, screaming. It is not exactly like this, but this is the closest approximation of its post-mortem face contorted in anger that I could find.
Oh god.
Its eyes bulged and bloodshot, its face pallid, its teeth bared in a permanent, sneering, rage-contorted frown.
Can I try any sort of knowledge to figure out what I should do to try and stop Poltergeist?
You know, that was the one thing you weren't able, none of you guys were able to pull out from your knowledge of Poltergeist, is you know it comes back after you kill it. You don't know how to get rid of it permanently. This is going to come down to intuition.
Male or female?
Female.
Or getting through the door and, asking someone for help. Oh.
I presume my turn's ended at this point.
Yeah.
Alright.
Pulling the bag off, moving there, grabbing the bag. And Renza?
Stand and say aloud, I am too angry and confused to be scared by petty tricks right now. Come and get me. Prepare action.
One of the doors that has fallen to the ground off of its hinges lifts up, and you feel the breeze whip past your head at the back of your neck as it flies past you and smashes into the wall beside you.
I try to stand without flinching.
Make a will save. You grit your teeth and stand firm, unflinching. Azuma, the only compulsion to run that you have right now is your survival instinct.
Gonna look over to Ken, take a deep breath, and start heading back. gonna end up right here.
Okay.
Because you can't see a goddamn thing without him.
Ken?
Has kind of
Get
a
one of those headlamps.
wide-eyed look in his eye for a split second, but by the time you start to move away, he's calmed himself, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45. Is the table like upside down or right side up?
It's right side.
It's still right side up after being thrown around all over the place?
It was not the last thing that was thrown. Right now it's just been dragged back and forth.
Yeah.
Currently the desk is, yes, right side up.
Alright. He walks forward and sort of half glares at Renza, half glares at the room, and mutters about doing unspeakable things to the body's corpse. Most of them involve, destroying it, not defecating on it. Burning it, or dipping it in acid, or something of that nature.
Well, Nevaeh.
So it appears to have been choked.
Yep.
And it's very angry face.
Oh, very much so.
The body splayed, or
Yeah, kind of.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna rearrange it, legs together, arms crossed like over its chest.
Okay.
I guess that's my turn, or unless you let me do any more.
Rearranging the body will be a full round action.
Alright.
You're beginning
Renza?
funeral rites.
What part of try me don't you understand? Prepare action.
Renza. Actually, everyone, even Nevaeh, hears a shriek, a furied cry of no from that square.
GM layer.
I don't know what square.
Yeah, I have no idea what square either. Rowan, is that enough for me to proc my action?
Yep. Shoot your ray.
I immediately let the book unfold in my hand as I point with my left hand, and a beam of gray energy fires forth versus touch AC. So here's open. Unlikely to mean much against an incorporeal creature.
Please roll a D100.
It's not the incorporeal you're worried about, it's the 50-50. There you go.
Full damage.
Try me.
There is sort of a pulsing, rolling impact, like ripple of a rock hitting the surface of the water, which briefly displays and courses over the surface of the ghostly figure as it turns and begins to fly towards the east.
East. That's towards me.
It might be. Azuma? And yes, it went...
Did I see it go that way?
You all sort of saw the faint outline of
We
it.
saw it start to go that way, and then it disappeared and was invisible again.
Just gonna run this far and kind of like stagger and then turn to Ken and give him the look like, come on.
I can't see! Would you like to hold an action to keep moving as soon as you have vision?
Yes.
You can do that. Okay, Ken.
Well, I hate to ruin your action because Ken has another plan. Drops light directly in front of Azuma and walks over to this because... Fuck, damn it. Let me target just me so I can put the light there. Tired of them. I don't have the move speed, but I'm gonna move this fucking rock. Tired of this fucking shit.
Okay. Azuma?
At this point, he's not
Your action
cursing
goes
the
off?
body or anything. He's cursing the rock at this point.
This was the room it was originally in, right?
Yep.
He's gonna pick up the light.
It is unfortunately an action to grab the light.
God damn it.
That's why he
Oh, well.
apologized.
Yeah,
Picks up the light, so on her move, she can move.
Yeah. Nevaeh? Well, you got its attention.
Ain't that for sure.
Well, no one knows that yet.
Well, I heard a scream, right?
As soon as you started touching the body, you heard a scream of no.
Oh. It might have been talking to you. It might have been talking to fucking Renza.
Alright, well, it's still acting, which means I didn't do the right thing yet.
Well,
Make a knowledge check.
Started doing
Knowledge
the right
what?
Religios. Delicious religios.
It's okay. You did say religion, right?
Yes, delicious religios.
You have to eat your
Religios,
religios in the morning.
Part of any faith-balanced breakfast. 21?
Yep.
These comments do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of our
You
players.
start grabbing the limbs, shifting them together, you hear the scream, and then you start thinking, poltergeists are created when an angry soul stays behind and begins fuming and building up rage and anger and festers a psyche that is unlike the one that it had in life, usually bound to a specific place because of a specific event. It stays behind because it has unfinished business. What could the unfinished business be? And will that be enough to get rid of it?
Of a head-bagged, strangled woman. Other bodies in the room, what are they? Like genders, age, looking?
Probably, about the couple, the disparity is about 60-40 male to female. Age is difficult to tell without, exact age is difficult to tell without pulling off mask. Most of them appear to be middle-aged, at least adult. one or two being extremely older. This one, by your best estimate, mid-30s? Mid-late 30s?
Which one?
The one you're
The
messing
one in
with.
front of you, yeah.
Oh. Normally, when dealing with poltergeists, you're supposed to research a lot beforehand.
Well, now you get to research on the fly.
Alright. I mean, I know this is wasting part of a turn, but heal check. How long has this thing been dead?
We had already determined that, actually.
Yeah, you guys did.
We
You
had?
guys did that.
Yeah,
What was it?
Ken had done heal checks on all of the bodies when we first discovered the room.
Okay.
I don't remember out of character, but it was like yesterday in
There are
character.
six. There are 6 bodies in the room. Pulling up the history because I'm sorry, I don't remember off the top of my head. Just under a week.
Just under a week.
Maybe like, I want to say 5 days.
Did any of the kids have a mother that is gone?
Pretty much all the kids seem to be parentless in the area. There was no clear parental association between any of the adults in the area and any of the kids.
In an asylum. People in asylums are pretty much abandoned.
I assume my turn's over by now.
Well, you haven't really done much. You've pulled the knowledge check and you've pulled out the information. You took a quick look over. But I would say you still have at least a standard action.
I just don't know what to do.
Then Pat's your turn.
Or get out of there and we'll deal with it another day after you've had time to think.
Alright. 5. 15. 25. I guess that's as far as I can get.
Alright. Renza?
5, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move to here. And then Rowan, I'm going to point down the hallway. Guesstimating. Targeting the spot in front of the door, but hopefully because this is a ray, I might get lucky.
Okay.
I saw it flying east. I'm pointing east and I'm firing off another ray.
Please roll to hit. Your ray of gray energy flies off, bouncing off, impacting harmlessly and dissipating against the rubble at the end of the corridor. But kind of like off to the side here.
You know you shot bad.
Was not a good shot, no. Flat-footed AC was 14, Nevaeh.
Yeah.
One of the smaller desks from across the room, you see, lifts its way up and hurtles towards you. You take 2 points of damage as it grazes you, some of the broken wood scraping against your arm. It kind of tears at some of the bandages. Azuma?
She's gonna keep heading this way, trying to catch up with. There's already one on me.
I moved the light for you.
Oh, I was in the process of moving it, so there were two floating around.
I figured it would be easier for me than your touchpad.
Yeah. You move up to the door as you hear a crash from inside. Is that the end? Just outside the door?
No, she's gonna step in.
As you step in, how much movement do you have left? Is that the end of your move?
Oh, that was a double move to get in.
Okay. As you step in, you
like
feel a shiver.
40 feet. Oh, you're in its square.
What?
Like you just walked into a draft as you step around the corner into the room. Like the air in the room just dropped 10, 15 degrees. Is that where you end your turn?
No, I'm gonna step over so I'm next to Nevaeh.
The chill disappears. Ken?
How heavy can this thing possibly be? My light load is 76
Make a strength
pounds.
check.
My light load is 76 pounds, Rowan.
Make a strength check.
Rowan, out of character, I know how much weight these things are allowed to move.
I'm telling you to make a strength check. You reach down, grab the stone by the corner. It's sort of difficult to grab. It's scratchy. The concrete is rough. The rebar in there kind of threatens to eat at your skin and just scrape aside. And it's incredibly awkward, but you are able to grab it by the corner and just flip it over so it lands in the square beside the door.
Oh, okay. And then move action. I'm opening the door. Now, are we doing the thing where you can open and... No, that's step 3 and close. Never mind. So he shoves open the door, 5 foot...
You're out of actions.
5 foot step.
True.
And it's just as planting himself in... This door cannot close because he's in the way.
Okay.
Time to go, ladies. You shout down the hall.
One of the guards beside the guard beside the door turns. Was the curtain still up, or did you guys pull that down?
We did not pull it down.
We left that up.
If I remember right, I burned it.
What?
Didn't I burn it?
What?
I thought I burned it.
I don't remember you burning it, but you at least, very least, hear the sound of one of the guards calling out, "What's going on?"
Ghost.
Nevaeh?
5, 10.
A shiver passes over your body.
15. Turn around, poking at, well, using the wand to cure light and try and hit it.
That would be a melee touch attack.
Yeah.
That's true. That positive energy. Roll it. Melee touch attack.
Hey!
Nice!
Hey!
Now I need to get through the mischance.
Roll a D100, please.
Unfortunately, you can't crit things you can't see. Otherwise, you could have actually done the double damage bullshit.
You know what? I'm gonna say that because you rolled a nat 20, there was a 45% missed chance instead of a 50.
Rowan, you're a beautiful man.
Roll damage.
Yay, D8 plus 1 of positive energy to its bum.
Oh. You poke out and you snap at it, and there is another ripple across its form as it temporarily pops into view, sort of recoiling and turning around to you before fading away again. Renza?
I'm going to dash into position here. I'm going to tap Nevaeh on the shoulder. Go! Out! And I'm going to point past her into the room and fire off another shot.
Okay, roll it.
And you don't have to take the penalty because they're not dead. Oh.
Unfortunately, the cover bonus is still there.
It's a sad day.
You can't get a good shot around Nevaeh, and your bolt ends up impacting on the door frame.
Sad day, sad day.
Nevaeh, you and Renza, actually, you feel something cold sliding through you, moving to the south. And one of the fairly large chunks of rock, far larger than you're comfortable with, over here picks itself up and hurls it, barely sailing past Nevaeh's head and crashing to the ground in an explosion of concrete. I think you might have pissed it off, guys.
We've dealt damage to it, and we were messing with its body.
Azuma?
I'm gonna listen to Ken. She's heading out of there. Oh.
Okay. Audi 9000. Ken? Hold the door.
Holding door, prepping
Hold the
action
door.
to slam door when
Hold the door.
Frenzies are through.
Hold door. Hold door.
Hold door! God damn it.
Nevaeh.
Oh, God.
It passed through you that way.
5, 10.
Oh, cold. Shiver.
Actually, no. 15. And then... Sure, it'll help us get away. As my hand coats itself in gears, I reach out to touch it.
Using the spell this time, not the wand.
No, I don't have any spells.
He's trying to take it out of time.
This is a race.
Oh.
13.
D100, please.
Above a 50. Yes!
Hey.
DC 16 fortitude save.
The sad thing is, we won't see any
Question:
effects.
Can this work on inanimate objects, Derek?
Oh, that too. It's an undead, so it's immune to things and undeads and fort saves with undeads.
Go. Let me pull it up. This one encounter is taking forever.
It functions on a creature. It does not function on objects.
Yeah, but aren't undead creatures?
But they're immune to
Undead
anything
are
that allows
immune
fortitude
to
saves.
Any
Unless
effect
it
that requires
targets
a fortitude
objects.
save, unless it also works on objects or is harmless, undead are immune to it.
Well, this is harmless, isn't it? It doesn't actually deal damage, it just takes you out of time for a couple of rounds?
No, it takes things out of time, literally.
I think harmless is classified as stuff like cure spells are harmless.
Buffs are harmless.
Buffs are harmless. So I'm sorry you feel your hand reach out towards something and go cold as it passes through something and nothing happens. Renza.
I saw what Nevaeh was doing. Turn, point, blast.
Roll it. D100. Damage, please. You strike its center mass as you see it coat across its skin and ripple into existence once more. You noted it looks significantly more transparent than it did before.
Thank God it's undead.
Every
so it can't
time it
regenerate.
fades back,
So.
every time it fades back, it's less and less
What just happened to Renza's
fully
pawn?
formed.
Huh?
What happened to Renza's pawn?
I moved.
She noped the fuck out.
Yeah,
I'm there.
hit it and fucked
Okay.
off.
So it's annoying, immune to fort saves, but it's not going to be able to fix itself, assuming we don't actually kill it. Well,
Oh,
pseudo kill it.
that's a nat 20.
Oh, that's a point.
Bring it. Totally coming after me.
Yeah, what's your flat-footed again? 11?
No, 10.
10, fuck. Okay, at a plus 13. Minor effect.
Oh, shit.
Bludgeoning.
The last time we saw a minor effect, it was Azuma. Being a
Is it the table?
badass motherfucker.
Yeah, it's the table.
I figured. Bring it.
The table lifts up towards you hurtles forward. As you sprint along, you are not able to get out of the way in time. You're not able to hit the deck. You're not able to slide to the ground, and it strikes you in the chest like running into a wall. I need you to... Actually, the secondary effect doesn't matter. It strikes you center mass. You feel the air disappear from your lungs as you feel part of your chest cave in. You take 12 points of damage.
And I'm falling down.
Table is destroyed.
Did it pass through me?
Yes, it did. Headed
Okay.
that way. Azuma, there is a violent crash and an explosion of wood. And Renza is down.
Fuck. Gonna run to her, but I am absolutely useless at all this stuff. I'm gonna just grab her and try and drag her away.
Okay. Effectively, you're rolling a reposition check against CMB 0.
Okay.
That'll... You have a
Drag.
positive strength
Combat
score.
maneuver.
No,
Drag,
sorry.
not reposition.
Whatever. You have a
Is it drag?
BAB.
Yes,
It's
drag.
impossible for you to fail.
Yeah, it's just a matter of how far she's able to drag.
Yeah.
Renza.
So
Okay.
roll a combat
So
maneuver.
roll your combat maneuver.
CMB attack roll thingy to see 5 feet for every 5 you beat it by. If I remember right, Rowan?
Yes, that's correct.
Nice. 4 squares.
You are able to drag Renza that far back.
Working slowly at it.
Ken?
Oh, while she's dragging her away, she's gonna scream, Ken! Nevaeh, help!
He's
Good
gonna
news is my book is attached to a chain.
poke his head through.
Drag it on the ground behind you.
Poke his head through the door. You hold this door, or through the curtain, and then just shouts at the guard, unusually steady of voice, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm gonna attempt the same thing. Takes her from Renza, or takes her from Azuma, and starts dragging the pain in the ass.
So
10, 15.
15.
Beat you to it. I forgot you were doing that. Sorry.
Fuck's sake. Nevaeh?
5, 10, 15,
Shiver.
20. Gonna use Cure Light.
D100.
D100. Nope.
No.
Good thing is, the charge is still in my hand.
It is indeed.
Caster level 1, it's only gonna last the one round, Derek. At the end of start of your next turn, it poops.
because it's a wand. If it was caster level 2, then yes, you would be right.
Right.
So if you can make an attack of opportunity, you could use it, but that's about it.
But it's
Unfortunately.
invisible.
Unfortunately.
Natural invisibility is.
But we've taught it to fear us. Maybe.
Hardly.
Taught it
Dead
to
don't
not
feel
like
fear.
you.
I didn't like us already.
Right. I think it's instantaneous duration, so you have a chance to touch it, but if you don't touch it, it poofs.
It's instantaneous, but higher caster levels, there's this weird thing because it's a touch spell. So higher caster levels, you can hold on to the charge, so to speak. But first caster level, that it doesn't matter.
No. Renza is making a saving throw. You begin to bleed out. Remember, you have a con of 12, correct?
No comment. I will PM that to you.
She'll let you know.
All right.
Now, if Azuma takes her the rest of the way, I can make sure she doesn't die.
Oops. Just waiting to see if the thingy's gonna fucking.
Nevaeh,
going before
bits
me.
of wood begin to float up from the ground and try to pelt at your head, but they're the pelts of wood on the ground are too small to have any impact.
It's throwing wood
It's
at you.
literally it's lifting up all the debris and the shards and the bits of broken wood and throwing them at you in a swirl and a hail of splinters and sawdust.
It would be annoying, but you have goggles.
I guess.
Azuma.
I'm gonna do exactly if it'll work because my computer is being an ass. There we go. And try and drag her the rest of the way through the door.
Okay.
Nice. Just, here, let me have that. No, let me.
Trade, switch, swap.
Yeah, no, it was.
The guy has at this
You
point.
run over and drag her. No, I didn't mean like that. Give her back.
The guy at this point has run over and grabbed the door.
Oh, good, he listened.
As the as a matter of fact, Azuma sees the door at the end of the hall swing open. As son of a bitch. Winter steps through the threshold.
Again, coming to our rescue.
Ken?
I mean, I was trying to get the fact that there was an incorporeal undead. I was trying to let people know that. Because she's literally the only one who could do anything about it. Grumbling and complaining about how she works for them and how he's going to regret this and how they have eyes everywhere. He kneels down and kind of smacks her on the cheek a little bit. Looks for the blood wound and just kind of shoves his finger in it. Stop bleeding.
Dude, my chest is caved in.
Her chest is caved in.
More than just his finger in it. Point is, stop bleeding.
Thank you so much for groping me while I'm asleep.
It is
it's
your
only going to
professional
look worse
opinion.
with my clothes in their current condition.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my
This has been a
God.
bad day.
I
What
had-
is your professional opinion, Ken, that Renza has a collapsed lung?
Oh, that's probably gonna mean some con damage. I mean, maybe not. I don't know.
But you are able to... Well, what's the thing? You I don't know actually how legit this is. You grab a needle and it's like, boom. See it in movies all the
Actually,
fucking
yes.
time. That
No,
could just be a
that's
bullshit
that.
thing.
No, that's actually a
No,
thing.
it is an actual technique, and a needle isn't going to work. It needs to be something hollow.
It would be
Some
like
kind-
like literally when they take the pin
So
cap
you
out.
grab one of your empty syringes.
That's great. Actually, that would be perfect. I'd take the
Yeah, you
syringe,
Syringe
knocks
and
the top off, and shams it in her chest.
jams it into her chest as it starts to fill up. The lung fills up with air again.
He's not really being delicate, but
Hollywood can teach you things. Nevaeh?
it's only a little more complicated than they make it look. But yeah, no, that one at least is actually legit.
That was legit. Nevaeh, there is a whirlwind of sawdust around you.
Five, 10,
That was such a comfy chair too.
20,
Stupid cunt.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
And the door
60.
is slammed close.
Good guard.
Fucking bullshit.
See some of these things would have been.
Yeah, no, she can still get to us. I was checking that out of paranoia earlier.
Initiative is over as Ken, leaning against the door, you and the guard, Denman, share a small turning glance towards the door as you hear
Fuck off! He stutters out and starts.
and that is where we're going to end session.
Holy shit.
Can't at least drag her back to the room and go to sleep. Because I'll tell you what we're doing, Rowan. Unless combat's happening, we're going to fucking sleep.
I believe you. We'll screw all of that stuff, start a next session. Some experience is certainly warranted for your efforts tonight.
We heal, she doesn't. Stupid cunt. Oh,
You each
God,
get
poltergeist suck.
You're
You
supposed to
each
take on Poltergeist
get-
with like weeks of study about the event that made them to know what the hell to do with it.
Oh my God, that's such.
Oh,
well.
you're supposed to take them on.
Oh well.
It's rough when they're confronted in a volatile environment like this. When the poltergeist did not actually exist when you first examined that area.
Oh, it hadn't had time to form yet. That's unfortunate.
It hadn't had time to spawn and corporealize. You each get 368 experience points. 135 each for the dire rats, and then 1,200 for Mr. Mr. Rattling, fucking Rat
3,420.
420.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, next session you will either be a lot better equipped to handle Poltergeist or not dally in the area.
Next
By the way,
session
the
after-
wand has one charge left, just so you all know.
Oh.
Probably should after we rest a couple of days. We should probably
You don't really have a couple of days, unfortunately.
well, like
The survivors are rapidly running out of food.
one day of. Well, that sucks for them. One day of rest.
You are also survivors.
So that we can, heal up. Because can't do anything. We're wounded.
You will have the opportunity to have some channels hit on you by winter.
Yeah. Anyways, the point is,
after a couple of channels.
After we've healed up some, we should definitely probably finish her off to buy us a couple of days at least, because she's wounded. She doesn't heal. So
that's correct.
That would give us a couple of days of peace to ask Winter for her assistance in dealing with it. But, yeah. So, good night, Internet.
Good night, everyone.